Alrighty. Hi everybody. Happy Pride Month. One day late, but hey, that's okay. I had fun in LA. I went to a bunch of concerts, but it's never too late to celebrate. And since this is a Pride video, obviously I gotta talk about which of the letters I belong to. And as you can tell from the speed paint and the colors, I put on my girl the pansexual flag. Now I'm pretty sure all of you that are here already know what that is and whatnot, so let's just get into maybe like the origin story of it. I've always known that I found like both men and women pretty. Like when I was younger, my first crush was this girl in kindergarten, and her name was Breeza. She was this really cute Mexican girl, and she always wanted to hang out and play with me, and she had really pretty curly coily black hair. Yeah, she was my first crush. I think she was really sweet to me, so obviously I fell in love. Since then though, I never really had a chance to date women till my last girlfriend who was trans. So that's the closest I've come to actually like interacting with the pan-ness within the sexuality. The rest of the time it's mostly just been dating dudes. Most of them really do suck. And kind of why I got turned off of them for a long time. It's actually why I thought I was ace for a while, because I just hated the way that they kept treating me. But I realized it's not something inherent where I don't, okay, this is getting into sexual territory, so if you don't want to hear about that, you can skip. But yeah, I didn't think I wanted it or was up for it anymore for the rest of my life, so thought maybe I was ace, but come to find out you just need someone who treats you nicely and that respects you. And then, you know, your partner will want to fuck you. And if you're not nice to them, yeah, no one will want to fuck you then. That was a very short story. I'm not too sure what else to really talk about. I was in middle school during the early 2010s, so that's whenever the bisexuality craze was a thing. Way before pansexuality was even known and was an all-encompassing term for more genders and gender identities and sexualities. So I was definitely a part of that. But still, then, I didn't really date girls. Like, the one girl who I, like, digitally dated or whatever online, she transitioned to a dude. So, that was something. And, you know, I should have probably realized this a little early on. Now, this is very TMI, because this gets into my porn taste. So, mine is very, very particular, because most porn I just don't fucking like. Like, the first time I even, like, set out to watch something like BDSM on Pornhub, it was really intense and very, oh god, it was very degrading. I know that's kind of the point. Some people do get their rocks off like that, but being young and being exposed to crazy shit happening to women on there, I didn't like it. So I have a very specific niche and taste in how I like my porn. One of these awesome things I got introduced to when I was younger was hentai. Of course, you gotta support the arts in its many genres. And one of my first ones, it was a series called Futabu, I think it's what it's called. Granted, I don't like most of the episodes, especially since, like, I'm pretty sure they're high schoolers, and it's totally lolly. I'm pretty sure they have like 2 or 3 like definitely low lolly characters. Like even series that I watched with my now ex-girlfriend that I watched when I was a kid feels so weird to watch now. Like for example, one of my all-time favorite series that I liked is called B Gotta HK, which is about a high school teenager called Yamada, and she has this goal of wanting to sleep with 100 dudes. So it takes her through like the awkwardness and discovering and going through her journey of figuring out her sexuality. She really sucks at it and whatnot, but I really liked it as a kid, transversing what it's like whenever you have sexual urges, especially starting in your teenagehood. But watching it as an adult now and just seeing a teenager with her bra out, or where they actually depict her breasts out, I was like, I don't really want to watch this anymore. And all the weird scenarios that if the roles were switched, I'm pretty sure the dude's name is Kyosuke and Yamada the other way around, that would have been a big no-no and people would have had a big issue with it. But I guess since it's a chick, it slid by. I really don't like it. And dare I say how, like a literal creep going around and locking people in closets and showing your like tatas off too. All I'm saying is if like the roles were reversed where Kyosuke was the one flinging his thing out because he brought her into a closet and like wanted to make a move on her, and that's the first thing he thinks of doing, and then he gets scared and runs away, he would still be very much shunned. But I guess it was like quirky and funny when Yamada did so whenever she unbuttoned her shirt or even asked him to touch her in a really inappropriate way, which was very sexually charged. It was just after watching the first episode, and I think we got into the second one, I couldn't. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is like a piece of my childhood, but I just can't watch this anymore. This is really fucking weird. And even happened the same thing whenever she and I watched Soul Eater too. I remember the fan service that was in it, but I never really took into account when I was younger how old each one of the characters were, and realizing none of them were over the age of 18 and how much, again, sexually charged situations that these literal kids were put in. And it didn't get any better with Soul Eater Not too. It happened with the Dazed and Confused girl too, and it's just, I couldn't, dude. Oh my god. But I can't get behind the etchiness of it or the fan service. So yeah. Oh, fuck. Happy Pride Month. If you want to, let me know your sexuality down below. Hope you enjoyed the speed paint. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.